Good morning, my spicy little quesadillas. October 12th, guys. 4:56 a.m. Central Time here. First things first. From a distance, jewelry and lifestyle. That's the content creator that I think is super cool. I keep saying other things, jewelry from a distance, blah, blah, blah. It's not. It is what I said at first. So go to that. I've checked that channel out a lot. Check this out. I'm always been a Yeti guy. Okay? And everybody loves these, I don't know, little Stanleys, right? You know your grandpa's thermos? The big old gray ones that you unscrew the top. What the heck? Now these things are so popular, people are like rushing, you can only buy. Anyway, so I laugh. I don't know, are any of you guys Stanley collectors or do you collect cups? I'm not hating on it. I think it's hilarious that some of the kids, like one of my best friends, his daughter carries hers and she thinks it's like the coolest new invention ever. And anyways, Halloween style. Check it out. Freaking spider. This is embossed in the spider webs. Thought that was cool. And then it glows in the dark. So I've used my Yetis. As a kid, I used to probably take my mom off and I'd get a glass out, use it, take like even just a little bit of soda and then put it in the dishwasher or whatever. But once I discovered Yetis or living on my own, I kept my drink really cool and stuff. So popping it open every time, I don't know if you guys know that it just shoots stuff everywhere. So I mean, I drink 7-Up, Sprite. I mean, you pop that thing open. So I've been trying in my truck. I mean, I just hate getting in my truck and seeing little spots, little soda spots everywhere. And maybe I should drink water, but I don't want to. So next thing is, again, guys, if any of you are having any issues or any troubles, you're depressed, you're sad, you feel like no one cares about you, if you got a heartbeat, you got a purpose, okay? You were very much loved, and I promise things get better. I mean, we all know that, I'm not trying to be morbid or anything, but suicide is a temporary solution for, for what could be a short-term or long-term problem. It just depends. Talk to somebody if you need help, okay? Talk to me. You can message me, email me. But anyways, enough of that. So today's purpose of this video, have you guys ever bought a chain and drove your significant other crazy by asking questions over and over and over? Or maybe you message somebody on Tried Truth Group or Moda and ask them a million questions. Maybe you buy a chain and you go and you stand in front of the mirror or a camera and you look at this thing and you're like, man, by the way, 6.5 millimeter Chikoji concave flat link, okay? 24 inches here, 6'4", 244.5 pounds. So guys, this right here is going to fit like a 26-inch on the average. So I'm believing that this would fit like a 26-inch on Mike from the Tried Truth. Go subscribe. He's got all the content, guys, that you could want. Someone asked me about a 7mm Fig, if I could do a comparison to that. I don't have a Chikoji one, but I had bought his at one point that he had gotten. So he has a video on a 7mm, it's the classic Figaro, and it's a little different than what they have now. But between the 7mm Figaro and you're like, well, these concaves, man, that's just gonna depend on what you want. There's no right or wrong answer to that, and that's the truth. If you want a Figaro, go with a Figaro. If you want, you know, something like this, I don't think it was rope that he was interested. Somebody else, for instance, said, I'm on the fence between getting I think it was a 6mm, 6.5mm, and a 7mm rope, or maybe I should get a concave. My opinion on that would straight up be get the rope, because you lifted 3 ropes. So it seems like that's probably what you want the most. And also, ropes are going to be heavier than the concave flats. If you get a flat, concave curbs going to be heavier than a flat, okay? These are very good budget chain. I don't want to say budget chain because they're not cheap, but compared to a Miami Cuban, guys, you can look that up. However, gold price is going up. I would say go ahead and buy the rope now, because the more weight is going to cost more money. And so these, even though it may go up, you know, you're looking at 28 grams versus maybe 40 grams or 50 grams, and $10. If it goes up $5, guys, that's $50 for you that don't math well. So that's my opinion on that. As for the other things, the Fig or the concave, it is going to depend on what you want. It's just, I mean, the Figaro is a classic look. You know exactly what you get. To me, that is one of my favorite chains for, if it's summertime, I mean, it's a baseball icon, or iconic in baseball. But if it's summertime, man, and you're wearing button-ups, I don't know how you dress. If you're wearing button-up shirts, you've got that little bit of open up here, that Figaro is nice. I mean, I'm talking about with a shirt underneath this button-up shirt. Do what you want to do, wear what you want to wear, and if you're comfortable, be comfortable. But I mean, I know there's some Italian dude out there that's like, I ain't wearing no shirt, I'll wear a wife beater and it can lay on my chest of hair. Whatever, I don't care. That's you. But I'm a shirt guy, okay? I've got boobies. We're gonna move past that. So it's gonna depend on what you want. These, look, man, if you want a Miami Cuban, but you don't want to spend that money, go this way. If you're wanting the Figaro, it's a different link. I mean, you could always do something like this and then get a Figaro, maybe, and, you know, you could size them the same size. I don't know how that would look, but I mean, maybe a Figaro this is 24, so maybe on me at 22. You know, some people would say, but when I say button-up shirt, that's like a 5.5 or down, you know, or a 7. Never mind, a 7's a really good one too, 8. But that's for if you're a little bit bigger guy, okay? Let's pretend this is up here. See, so now you got a 22. It just all kind of depends on what look you want. But you could always layer them. So you could get one now and get one later. Figaros, I believe, are going to weigh more than a flat link. Anyways, so the purpose of this video, though, was for those people that go home, or you get say you get your Jacoji package, or your Daniel Jory, or Gus Villa, or Saints, or wherever. This one came from Jacoji. Say you get it and you come home. Well, the first thing that most people do, I would guess, is they're either going to love it, or they're going to wonder if they should have gotten a bigger millimeter, which I'm sure happens a lot because everything looks bigger on camera, I guess. So, and it does. Or they're going to wonder about the length. This video is more about the length here, because I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to millimeters, you either get what you can afford, save to get what you really, really want, but maybe with a push. But you're gonna get what you get. Sometimes from a 6 to a 7 millimeter is a huge jump. Check out the ropes. It's a huge jump from a 5 millimeter to a 6 millimeter in price, because there's a huge jump in weight. There is a big jump. So that's already probably pre-decided with you. There's probably 25% that are on the fence between getting a 3 or a 3.5, or a 4 or a 5. My advice to you right now is, if you're on the fence between getting a 4 and a 5, that means you can afford the 5. Somehow. Don't get the 4. There's nothing wrong with the 4. I own a 4. I like the 4mm. It's great for pendants. I think it's better than a 5mm for pendants. It's a great standalone solitaire too. I've worn it as a solitaire. It's thinner, but that's the look that I wanted that day. Just I had a varsity type jacket on and white shirt, and I just wanted to, you know. But it's like that on me, and the smaller you are, the thicker it's gonna look. If you're in between and I'm gonna get a 3. His cardinal rule, Braden, is just, if you can, go up, because it looks bigger on camera. That was one of my decisions for why I wanted a 6.5, because he has a video of him putting on the 7.5, and it's a beautiful chain, and he just, as soon as he puts it on, he drops it like this, and guys, it just falls right flat. Well, mine caught something, but it falls right flat, and I knew right then. But as I looked at that chain, I thought, okay, after watching a lot of videos and dealing with jewelry, that 7.5 is probably looking like an 8 or an 8.5. What I'm going to do is, that's not really what I want. It's a little big for me. So I know that a 6.5 would look like that 7.5 on camera. And that's about where I was trying. And this, I think, is a little bigger than 6.5. We'll figure that out tomorrow. I'm going to do a review on it by itself. But anyway, you're standing in the mirror. You've got this, and you're like, oh man, I love it. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted in the mid. Should I have gotten to 26? Should I have gone shorter? Should I have gone longer? I think most of the time it should have gone longer. Okay. So this is a 22 inch or 24 inches. So this would be what it looks like at 22 inches, guys, on me. This would be 20 inches, and that's kind of a choker on me, which I'm not gonna lie, it is a choker on me. But that's the look that you would be getting at 20 inches. 22 inches would be about right here. So it kind of comes down to, what do you wear? 24, and then 26 would be about right here. It's an inch drop, okay? It's 2 inches, I know, but it's an inch drop. Trust me. About. I only lie half the time. What is that? Yogi Berra said, I only lie 50% of the time. So you figure that out. But anyways, whenever, it kind of depends on what you want. How many chains do you have? How many chains are you wanting to get? What your look are you going for? Is this going to be your one and true love? So say this is the only chain that I had that I planned on getting, and I saved up and I got the one that I wanted. I was between that 5.9mm and I was between that 6.5, and I really wanted that 5.9mm after having the 5. And I know Braden's rule, and I just okay, Braden, 6.5, man, let's do it. I don't regret it, okay, at all. And in fact, I mean, it's not even close to regretting. The 5.9 is a wonderful chain. On the concave flat, I've seen a couple people that have bought it. Shout outs. A couple people have not texted me. She hit me up on here or messaged me and asked me about concaves and said they were going to buy one. And I've seen the shout outs to a couple of you guys. So that's cool. Very cool. I know someone bought a 5.9. I know a couple of 5mm. I don't know. I think that's really cool, guys. Keep it up. I think it's cool that you watch this channel, and that's cool. By the way, 30-second subscriber one time, man. I almost made a video on this. I don't know. Are you indecisive? Because I didn't think I cared, but one time I had 31 subscribers, and then I had 32. I was like, cool, got 32 subscribers. You know, got an alert, got on, and that person dipped. Was it me? Was it you? Was it both of us? I don't know, man. I'm worried about that person, because if they're that indecisive on subscribing and unsubscribing, then I can't imagine what they're like when they buy a chain. Should I have got this one? Should I got that one? Should I got this one? Should I got that one? Should I got that? Which ties into this video. And of course, that is a true story. And you have been replaced at the moment, but you're always welcome back. Number 32. I think we're up to a cool 39 now. You could be number 40 if you hurry. But guys, I'm playing. I do appreciate everyone that subscribes, anyone that comments. And it's the commenting stuff, I think some people will get into that because I'm monetizing. I get into that because I love jewelry. I think it's cool to have people ask questions, actually know that they're watching this, that they care, because I watched a lot of videos and I know it's helpful. I know it is. I didn't want to do these for a while, and at first, if you watch some of my first ones, I'm pretty stiff. I'm like, this is a 5 mil, and now I'm just going to talk to you like my friends, because you are my friends. Most of you are hitting me up, so I know a lot of you guys when you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, just know you're loved, and I appreciate you. But okay, so you're at the house, and like I said, it depends on what you wear all the time. What do you wear? Are you a strictly t-shirt person? Are you a hoodie person all the time? And hoodies, I mean, most of my shirts, guys, have hoodies. I own a couple of these shirts, actually, because, I mean, I like them, but I think I did one. Anyways, are you going to wear big hoodies? Are you wearing jackets? What are you wearing? So, if you are a t-shirt wearing with a button-up shirt sometimes, or even a jacket, but you don't button up the top and you leave this much showing, I would say, depending on your size, 20 to 24 inches, okay? And my size, again, at 24 inches, guys, you're getting the very bottom of that shirt. If you got a jacket and you're buttoning up, this is what you see, okay? So if it comes open, you do see a little bit of it. But if you're able to have that 22 inch, which would be a 22 inch on me, it would be a 20 inch on some of you guys. When you button up, it comes to here, you see this beautiful necklace, whatever you have, whether it's a Figaro, whether it's a flat link, whether it's a Miami Cuban, whether it's a rope, it doesn't matter. I have a 7mm rope that I have at 21.5 inches that I rock with, so, excuse me. Do you wear hoodies all the time? If you're nothing but hoodies, if you live in a cold community, a cold climate, and you want your chain out, you might want to, somebody my size, you might want to go 26 inches, because this is laying like this, but with these thicker hoodies, sometimes it might go over here like that, and that's any chain, unless it's a, a heavy 100 gram, I almost said 100 pounds, 100 gram Cuban or something. So I I get this, and I like 22 inches, which I really like 21, 23, and 25. 25, I can slide over my big head. 21 is, it's just that clean look, and then 23 is just a little bit shorter than this, but it's more tailored to me. However, I'm not messing with them as much. So when I look at something like this, the 22 inch for me would be awesome, which would be here. However, anytime I wear a hoodie, I know it's going to go inside of my chain or my shirt. That's just how it is. So then 26 inches, we'll skip 24. 26 inches, that's probably one of my favorite chains. I don't get headaches with the 26 inches because I feel like the weight's distributed. I can slide it over my head, and depending on the weight. So if you just have a 4mm or 5mm rope, it's going to do that same thing that I showed you with this. If you put two of them together, or it's a little heavier, it's not. A 6mm or 6.5 are up on a rope, it's laying flat. A lot of you guys know I wear two of them sometimes, or I'll wear like the one bigger one. So this one right here, when I look at it, I start debating. Well, I know that for me, the 22 inch was a little out of the question for me, because I don't wear t-shirts as much as I wear hoodies. So it would constantly kind of, I'd be dealing with that issue of, because it's a lighter chain too, of going in, depending on the chain, how heavy is it? One of these, we're going off of this guy, for example. So then I go to 26 inches or 24 inches. And that's hard because a 26-inch chain, guys, we're just going to lay this so it kind of, oops. Where at least a 26 would be about right here. So you're not getting that much more. However, so you guys see how it's laying on my hoodie up here? And that's what's kind of flipped it right there. If you put it on the inside, so you kind of, there you go. Sits a lot more down. So about a 26 would be right here. But are you constantly wanting to make sure, you know, that's because I've been messing with it and stuff. I don't think it would do that again. I was between getting the 24 and the 26 inch on this one because I do wear a lot of hoodies. This is a t-shirt hoodie, whatever you want to call it. Most of them, you know, if it's getting cold, guys, it's October 12th. So it's going to be starting getting cold in the Midwest, probably cold in other places. Does it rain a lot where you are? If I was in a colder climate, I may have just done 26 inches. However, when I look at this, Cubans, 26 inches are my favorite. And I didn't know how this would lay. I thought maybe it would flip, maybe it would do this because there's more to it down here. I think it would be absolutely fine. I think I would have been happy either way. However, I go so back and forth. Are any of you this way? 24 inches is what I always wore. And then somewhere along the way, well, you know, 24 inches and you had your longer chains, you know, when you're younger, but whatever. Somewhere along the way, I wanted to get a 26 inch. And I had a 26 and a 28 inch rope as well. So sometimes I'd even wear all three, 24, 26, 28. I kind of got past that. And the 26, I sold the 28, the 26 was cool, but the 24, that was my last one. I kept it and it was 14 karat. I got into a phase where I wanted all my chains to be shorter, tailored, most of them. And I would wear a chain look here. But then I got to where I wanted the longer chains. Well, guess what's right in the middle? 24 inches for me. So, like I said, if I wear those shirts or a jacket and I wear this one, I know some of my gold, like especially this part here, is going to be seen. I know if I wear a t-shirt, this is going to look amazing. And I know for the most part, if I wear a hoodie, it's going to be a toss-up. A thicker hoodie, this guy's probably going to get tucked in like this and start fighting. It just happens, okay? So if you're wanting something that's going to hang out of a thicker hoodie, you're going to need to get a longer chain or a heavier one, just so it doesn't do that. I pair this sometimes, so if I was going out, I would pair it with a rope, have a bigger rope down here, and that sometimes, and most of the times, that other chain will lay on top, and that keeps this from going up, believe it or not. So if you have two chains on with a hoodie, it will actually kind of hold them down instead of them being pulled up. I definitely recommend that. So I'm one of those people, I go and I ask my wife, well, I get her opinion because her opinion matters to me. And, you know, but I'll go and I'll look in the restroom and the mirror or whatever, and should I have got this in 22? And I know by now that's probably not the best for me. It's 24, 26, and I look and it's like, well, 26 would be really cool, but it wouldn't be as practical. And I think that's what you're going for. Here's your practicality. Your look is one thing. How many chains can you own? If you can own more than one chain, it's not a problem because you've got one that when you put on a button-up shirt or whatever, you've got this look, guys. When you want it to be longer, you can. And then also, I don't know, it's a little trick. If you pull your necklace up more on your neck, especially a flat link, it will give it a longer look. So if you pull it down here, see how it comes up? The lower it sits on your neck, and these flat links will kind of stick. The higher you put up there, now look. Okay? Weird, huh? That's something that Just a little trick. And those flat leads, especially this, will stay. So if you're wanting, I want it to look a little longer today. Okay, there we are. Cool. Don't say I never taught you anything, guys. So it all comes down to preference. You wanting a rope, wanting a thick rope, you can't say, I mean, a 7mm right here looks cool. It's freaking tailored to you. Right here looks cool. Right here looks cool. You know why? Because it's a freaking beautiful piece of jewelry, guys. And again, it doesn't matter if it's 10, 14, 18, 22. It matters if it makes you happy. We all started loving jewelry when we were a kid. If you liked jewelry, if it was just about jewelry, you never really thought about gold monetary things until you got older. Okay? And now it's cool. So if you appreciate it and you can afford it, or you want to invest in it, which some of you guys in the green, that's the best way to go. Moda, the Tri-Truth group, Tri-Truth especially, I love that group. Get good prices. But if you're shopping, new, and you want something that that the person behind it is going to represent, very good business and very good products, I recommend Jacosi on that. And I think most of you know that. Yeah, it really just comes down to your preference. 10 karat at the end of the day is still jewelry, and it's still gold. And I know it's under 50%, but people are like, why would you get that way? It's like, well, you could go to Walmart and get a sterling silver necklace for $20. But now you have one that's got some gold in it. Calm down. It's like, do I like 18 karat? Yeah, it's my favorite purity, but this is 14 karat. Most people don't know. Most people don't care. And I'm going to tell you, most of the time, I hope everyone thinks everything I'm wearing is fake. So, I'm going to leave that with you guys. And again, just to kind of wrap up what I said earlier, guys, life's great. It is what it is. There's bumps, there's bruises for everyone. But I do know some people get hit a lot harder. And maybe you're watching this jewelry thing, and so maybe it's not like you're not homeless because you're looking at buying gold jewelry. Maybe you can afford food. Try to help someone that can't. Just do it. You'll feel better about yourself. Talk to somebody if you're depressed. If you have no one to talk to, go do something. Do cardio. Just know that it gets better, and you are definitely loved. And don't worry about people care or what they say about your jewelry. This is not to tell you which length is the right length. It was to maybe help you find what length is the right length for you. What look is the right look for you? That one person, I don't know if I should get a fig or this. I'm the same way. But you've really just got to come down to what look do you want. And that's all that matters, because forget everybody else, okay? I mean, there's a really good quote, and I'm going to leave you with this, and then I hope everyone has a really blessed weekend. But it's, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken, okay? Stay blessed, guys. You're loved.